Yes, guys, what is up? Today is Sacred for Life and bringing you a division game. Indeed, guys, I just had to show you it. If you do want to watch my previous video, which I did upload 22 hours ago, it is currently sitting at 536 views as of now. So, guys, if you can push that up to 1,000 views, I will appreciate it. It is regards to, obviously, the incursion, the new incursion, Clear Sky. What happened was, obviously, there was some flood of NPCs. It's absolutely insane, guys. I would advise, obviously, you watch it. You will enjoy that video, no doubt. Now moving on to my tanky build, guys, I will show you. I'm sitting at 203k DPS, 390k toughness, which is around 101k health, guys. As I said, don't base toughness on your health. Some people think they have around 400k health or 200k health. No, it doesn't work like that, guys. So don't make the same mistake as some people do and end up getting melted either in the DZ or getting melted in general NPC battles. So the max health which I'm currently sitting at is 101k with toughness at 390k. As I said, these are two completely different things. Basically what it is armor and max health make toughness. That is the simplest way of kind of explaining it. Is it's this and that combined. So guys, moving on now, I am currently sitting at armor 5,288, which mitigates 74.8% of weapon damage. Now this is extremely important when it does come to the DZ, that you do have a very high mitigation. It's just the way you absorb the amount of damage which is thrown at you is so important. The amount of times I've melted people in the DZ and seen people get melted is because if their mitigation is not high enough, their health is not high enough, and it's kind of depressing in regards to that. So guys, please make sure you are kind of boosting up as much as you can, obviously creating the right armor set which you feel comfortable with. Everything's not based on DPS, especially in the dark zone. It's a lot to do with health as well. If you can tank enough bullets and probably deal a lot less damage than, say, if your health is at, I don't know, 60k and you have 260k DPS, yes, you'll be melting the enemies, but your health will get rinsed as well. If there's like 3 or 4 enemies, you will get melted quickly, whereas if your health's slightly a bit higher and obviously your mitigation is a lot higher, you will be able to tank a lot more. Alright, now moving on to my firearms. We are currently sitting at 2,280. The stamina is 3,256. My electronics is currently sitting at 535. Now my overall weapon damage is 55,481 with critical hit chance at roughly around 50%. So every other bullet is hitting that crit chance, especially with my submachine gun. When I get those headshots as well, it's an extra 23%. My critical hit damage is currently sitting at 110%. So that every other bullet combined of these, if I am getting headshots, I am currently hitting 33% of my average DPS. Now moving down onto all weapons damage bonuses at 13%, so that adds even more to what my original damage was. Plus my submachine gun damage is at 377%, or not percent, plus 377 damage. Combined this with critical hit damage, I'd say it's debatable whether you either want submachine gun or you on your build. It's very debatable. I haven't really seen any comparison of regards to that on YouTube. So if anyone does obviously hear anything about that, just give me a heads up. Enemy armor damage is at plus 20%. So if you are going against the bosses, it is very important obviously to have the enemy armor damage so you can melt through the armor slightly quicker than what you normally would. Now we will move down onto the scavenging and resistance. My disrupt resistance is at 26% with shock resistant at 28%. The increased kill XP isn't too important, to be fair, guys. Scavenging is at 105%. This, in my opinion, is still broken and needs to get fixed. So, guys, don't really take this into account. I still have it on just in case. I don't know, just in case they fix it, then maybe I'll get better rewards or whatnot. I'm just being optimistic. Now we will start to move on to the weapons which I currently have. Obviously for my DPS build, we are currently running the tactical AUG. As I said, for the classic M44, don't worry too much about it. This is a temporary weapon until I get my M1A. The tactical AUG which I do have on is currently doing 11.9k damage with 229 rounds per minute, 49 mag. The talents which I do have is stable. Stability is improved by 47%. Unforgiving. Missing health segments increase your damage. One missing segment plus 10%, 2 missing segments plus 23.5%, and the Provident, which is the last bullet of magazine, deals 50% more damage. As for attachments, which I am currently using, we are currently using the scope red dot. Obviously you don't need to scope in regards to that, not the scope, the pro red dot sight dash tan, whatever the tan is, God knows, which gives me 22.5% headshot damage with plus 20% accuracy. That boosts my damage up even more. And then we have the heavy magazine spring, which is at 96% magazine size with 28.2% rate of fire. The small grip, which gives you 20% accuracy and gives you a boosted 36% hip fire accuracy. As for this, I am currently, I'd say currently investigating what is the best flash hider suppressor, what is the best attachment to have in this section here. Currently this is the only one which I do use, which is 13% accuracy and 5.5% critical hit chance. Now we will move on to the weapon sets which we do have, which is the operator's vest sitting at 660 stamina. The armor rating is 1325 with the score sitting at 182. The attributes which it does give me, including the talent itself, is Reckless, increase damage by 13% and increase incoming damage by 10%. This has been fixed, so now it does what it says it does and kind of sticks to the Reckless. Major attributes now, we are sitting at 2,361 health and 491 armor. The minor attributes is the 42% ammo capacity. This is so important obviously for PvE, PvP, going into the dark zone. Make sure you have the ammo so you don't need to keep going back to checkpoints or safe houses or safe zones, whatever you need to do, guys. Make sure you stick to that. Now moving on to the mask, which is the striker mask. We do currently have 2 mods on it. The score for this armor rating is 214 with the armor rating at 502. Firearms sitting at 706, stamina at 120. The attributes aren't too great for this, so don't focus too much on it. The minor attributes are 12% increased kill XP. Skill attributes plus 8% support station healing speed. Now the main reason I do have the striker obviously is for the headshot, the enemy armor damage and the crit hit chance, which is obviously an extra 50%, and the enemy armor damage is at 20%, as you could tell when I was telling you before on my attributes and my skills, etc. Now we move on to the knee pads, which are the knee pads of Nomad, sitting at 214 score. The armor is 1009, sitting at 602 stamina. The armor overall is 281 with the health sitting at 1268. Now the minor attributes which we do have is 90% scavenging, 26% disrupt resistance, plus 28% shock resistance, and for the skill attributes is plus 9% turret health. Now the main reason I use this is it is tanky as hell, guys, absolutely tanky as hell. Alongside this with the chest piece, which I did show you, obviously is overkill, guys, definitely. Now we move on to the strikers pack, which obviously does complete the 3-piece striker set. This is currently sitting at 214 score with the armor rating at 1042. Firearms sitting at 517 with stamina at 106. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Alright, now the major attributes is 391 armor. The minor attributes is 48% ammo capacity. Now my ammo capacity is roughly sitting at around 100% because of the 2 armor pieces which I do have on. One has 48% and this one has 46%. Combined is in around 95 to 90. I'd say 94% ammo capacity, so it's almost at 100%. The skill attributes is plus 8% support station duration and plus 9.5% ballistic shield health. And as I said previously, it is one for the 3-piece set or the 4-piece set, whatever you want to have. For the 4-piece set, there is no need, as the damage only increases by 1% for every bullet hit and 2% goes down for every bullet missed, so it doesn't level out unless you have extreme accuracy and you are going for those heavy bosses and kind of tanking out, guys, and beasting. Now moving on to my gloves, which is the tactical gloves, which is sitting at 182 score with the 411 armor rating, sitting at 554 stamina. The talent which this does hold is Cunning. After reloading, the next shot with this weapon has a 9.5% higher critical chance. This is so important, guys, as well, especially if it's on a sniper. If you can find Cunning on a sniper, this is going to hit some extreme damage. The major attributes which we do have is plus 377 submachine gun damage, plus 5.5% critical hit chance, and 35% critical hit damage. This armor piece alone deals so much damage, guys. This is a DPS build glove in regards to that. Obviously I did change one of the attributes, which was the 35% critical hit damage. It was something else and I decided to edit it, so now these gloves are absolutely beast. Don't worry about the score itself, these will tank a lot of damage, guys. Now moving on to the holster, which is the striker's holster, sitting at 214 score, armor rating 999, Illuminati confirmed. Now the firearms is sitting at 524. The stamina is sitting at 679. The major attributes for this armor piece are 423 armor, skill attributes 8.5% turret duration, and +1 mod slot. This, as I said, this is the completion obviously for the 3-piece set, and kind of tanking out guys. Now, as we move on to the recalibration, I will show you what I recalibrated it to and why. We will go very in depth into why I've chosen this. As you can see for the options, I did go for the +1 gear mod slot. As you can see, the other decent ones, which would be 12% damage to elite, the 5% crit hit chance, and the 1,800 to 2.2k health. Those are the options. I didn't need any more health, so I thought why not add a gear mod slot and kind of boost my firearms a little bit more. And the stamina mod obviously is to boost your vest, which is another obviously mod slot. As you can see, there's not too many great options here. Maybe the exotic damage resilience and the damage elites, and maybe the protection from elites, the kill and health, or the health on kill is not too important. The other 4 ones may come in handy, but obviously I wanted to go for that gear mod slot obviously to boost my stamina and kind of get my health to where I wanted it to be. Now, as we move on to the strikers pack, I have re-rolled this several times and it's still giving me 516 firearms. So guys, I don't know what more I can do. As you can see, the cost for my recalibration is sitting at 575k. That is insane, guys. That is crazy. That's well over $500,000 I've got to spend to recalibrate and still probably get 516 firearms. As I said, Ubisoft doesn't like me, so as I re-rolled it didn't want to give me 605 firearms, which would have probably boosted my DPS to about 215, 210, but no, never mind, guys. Alright, now moving on to the tactical gloves, which is obviously beast, absolutely beast, guys. If you do get a chance to get tactical gloves with stamina, with submachine gun, with critical hit chance and critical hit damage, those 4 combined is a beast in the making, guys. I make you that a promise. As you can see, the options we did have with the main ones is obviously the crit hit damage, the damage to elites, the marksman rifle damage. Those were the 3 main ones in my opinion. The other ones aren't really necessary unless you do tank with an assault rifle or you do use a pistol / light machine gun. Then you can change it to something else. Moving on to the Striker's holster, obviously 423 armor, which obviously I can get it to 454, so I will keep rolling that at some point. The 2 options which I would have chosen, or 3 options in regards to that, is the armor protection from elites or skill haste. Obviously the armor being the better option out of the 3. The pistol damage isn't too key, as no one really uses pistol in PvE or PvE, or PvP, sorry. Now moving on to the knee pads of Nomad, we are currently sitting at 601 stamina. So we had an option to either boost the firearms, electronics, or stamina. Stamina, obviously, because it is a Nomad piece, you do kind of want to boost the health of your character as much as possible. When it comes to obviously the Striker and Sentry, you do kind of want to build up your DPS, whereas Nomad, obviously I want a 2-piece set, try and get that scavenging up. When scavenging does eventually get fixed, then obviously I can get my rewards a bit better. I have currently had quite a few 240s, but obviously for my build a 240 isn't necessary. It doesn't really boost me up in any kind of way whatsoever, guys. As I said, guys, this has been my build, this has been what I have been using, this has been what I have been tanking out. If you do get a chance to get the chest plate or the gloves, as I said, you can buy a chest plate from the special equipment vendor. The new historians come in as well. I haven't heard too much reviews in regards to that, but it is a 204 marksman rifle. This, guys, is one of the most beastly things you will ever see. It's the Spec Ops armor. As you can see, it's very, very similar to my stats, which I currently have now. So I might invest in this and kind of boost up my DPS by trading maybe protection from elites or the health on kill. Maybe trade that out for some more DPS. Maybe deal out that damage, as the toughness is pretty much sitting at the same. And kind of, yeah, tank it out, guys. So as I said, if you do go on your special equipment vendor, make sure you get it before the timer runs out. This is so beastly, guys. I'm probably going to get this one, rebuy it again, and kind of edit it to where I need it to be, and tank out some more, guys. But yeah, as I said, there's not too many great things other than that, especially in the other weapons vendors. There's not many things that you kind of need at the moment. So guys, as I said, battle out in the DZ. The new crates have come along, which is obviously the green elite, the green caches, the yellow caches, the purple caches. Obviously you will get money in that. You can get division tech, so make sure you are beasting out in PvE, guys. and also in PvP. The new incursion come out, guys. If you haven't already checked my video out, check out my previous video. It is currently sitting at 526 views. If you do like my videos, guys, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, guys. I will bring you some more content in the Division. Obviously, I've stepped away from Call of Duty now. I will do some more zombies videos. If you guys do want to see zombies videos, I will bring them to you. But at the moment, I am kind of pushing towards the Division, as my Division role has kind of improved and I've got better at the game. As I've only had this game for about a month, I think I'm doing fairly well, guys. I want you guys to tell me how I'm doing on my progress. And kind of help me kind of progress in the game and get where I need to be. And obviously I want to help you guys out as much as possible. So if you do guys want to see more builds, if you guys want to see more tank builds, more skill builds, give me a heads up. I will create a second account maybe if you guys want to see a skill build or a stamina build or a firearms build. Then obviously I will bring that to you guys. Just tell me what you guys want, and then obviously I'll do it for you guys. As I said, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be with you very, very shortly. And guys, peace out.